Guys, and welcome to a new edition of the Coffee and Hero Show. It's been a little sporadic in the last few weeks whether a show's been going up or not, between bank holiday deliveries obviously coming in late. It's been a bit of a disheartening couple of weeks. Just relations with Diamond are just at an all-time low, to be honest. A few weeks ago they had stock that was apparently water damaged, so we were allocated stock rather than given our full allocation of what we had paid for and ordered. As an example, we usually have 55 copies of Batman. We received 45. I had to scramble around for other stores, top up the stock just so I could make pull lists alone, so I never want to let you guys down. Obviously at expense to ourselves as well. And then this week we got an email saying that there had been an accident in America and all the Marvel stock got destroyed that was due for release this week. All of the IDW stock got destroyed that was for this week. So either they have the worst luck in the world or they're getting more creative with their excuses. But just as a business, it's getting really frustrating, really disheartening. Obviously, we put so much into the place and then just we're at the behest of them. And then the delivery arrived yesterday. I'm recording this on the Tuesday. A box arrived absolutely damaged within an inch of its life. I asked the driver about it, just went, it was like literally the exact, excuse you would expect. It was like that when I got here. But what had obviously happened was the box had burst. They had just stuffed everything back inside the box with no care or attention. Whole pile of stock arrived damaged and a whole pile of stock arrived missing. So it's been a challenging few weeks. Add into that as well, we've had some pull lists that have built up and are sort of reaching breaking point as well. So it's been a frustrating few weeks. But we keep going, we keep pouring positivity into the store. We've been getting loads more stock in, we've, been getting backlots like X-Force and Daredevil, and I've got a new one that I'll be telling you about a little bit later on today. I, luckily enough, this week had sourced graphic novels from another supplier, so we actually have new stock because so much was missing from Diamond. So yeah, I don't want to be negative. It's the joys of running a business sometimes, but it's just frustrating when you do everything you can in your power, orders in on time, pay for everything up front, stay in constant contact, and then you're just sort of treated like crap. But it is what it is, and as I say, it's lucky I love this industry and lucky I love this art form, to say the least. So yeah, so I'll take you through before I take you through what's here, I suppose I'll chat about the other lot that we received in. So one character who I can never have enough stock of is Spider-Man. So I bought up someone's personal collection of Spider-Man, which included stuff like the Spider-Man title Todd McFarlane worked on, Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. It included Amazing Spider-Man, a whole pile of stuff, basically 2 medium-sized boxes worth. So I spent all of last week rebagging and boarding everything, pricing everything, checking the condition of everything. There were a couple of issues, unfortunately, that were detached from the cover. I will still put those out in the base, but they'll be like £1.50 or something, and I'll write on it detached cover just so people know. But they can be used as gap fillers, reading copies, that kind of thing. But by and large, the condition was exceptionally good. So they'll be going out into the base between today and Thursday. Obviously, Wednesday's new comic book day. Chris does Wednesdays now. So between today and Thursday, all that Spider-Man stock will be going out. So tons more new stuff there to dig through. But yeah, as I say, I'll take you through this week. As I say again, just to reiterate, no Marvel titles this week, single issue wise, no IDW. No, IDW is not a big deal because they're not doing an awful lot at the moment. But no Marvel is definitely a biggie for us. 40% of our pull lists are Marvel. So again, thanks, Simon. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to take you through what we have here. So as I say, it is a big DC week. Now, DC stuff is pretty quality this week. So there's plenty to look forward to here. So, so this week, for example, it is new Action Comics. We're up to issue 1055 of Phil Kenny Johnson's Action Comics. We have the main cover A, of course, and then we also have the Rafa Sandoval variant cover depicting the 4 different Supermen as well. A new title this week from Dawn of DC is the We Are Legends line called City Boy from Greg Pak. And the artist on this is Minkyu Young. So these We Are Legends, have been very, very good so far. The Vigil was last week from Ram V. Sumak Kumar was exceptionally good. The week before that, it was Spirit World, which was good as well. So yeah, these titles are definitely worth checking out if you want something a little different in the DC world. But if you want some classic in the DC world, the first issue of Green Arrow was fantastic. So we're up to issue 2 now. Joshua Williamson, Sean Isaac on art for this. Issue 2 is this week. As I say, issue 1's a big seller for us. I think people are happy to see the Emerald Archer back. We have new Harley Quinn this week. So Tini Howard, of course, is continuing Sweeney Boo on art for Harley Quinn. So number 30 this week. We have a new issue of Justice Society of America. We're up as far as issue 4. Jeff Johns, Mikel Janin. A little slow coming out this. Jeff Johns really does have a reputation these days. Whether it's Doomsday Clock, whether it's Justice Society of America, just his titles seem to be slow coming out, which is a shame because they tend to be really, really good, but it can just be a little bit frustrating as a fan. New Nightwing this week. Always a good week when there's new Nightwing, so Tom Taylor continuing on here. One of the best covers I've seen in ages. Obviously, it's a take on that classic GIF, of everybody sort of celebrating and the guy with his head going down, which is obviously Beast Boy in this one. Just love that cover. Just tremendous fun. Superman was actually out last week, issue 4, but we got top-up copies this week. So Joshua Williamson and Jamal Campbell continuing that. And then also a couple extra copies of Titans this week. Sold through our allocation last week. Completely Tom Taylor, Nicholas Scott. Really great first issue there. So as I say, no Marvel. Just again, reiterate. But we move from that on to the indie stuff. So this week we have 007 for King and Country. We're up to issue 2 of this. This has been great. Again, Phil Kennedy Johnson's been writing James Bond, and it feels really, really epic, actually. We've got top-ups of some of the earlier issues of Ambassadors, issue 2 and issue 3. These are the second printings, but the second printings to me are actually better than the first printings, because the second printings contain bonus material. They call them special editions, so you get the full issue in colour as you did with the first printing. You also get backup material, which is sketches and inked pages and cover concepts and stuff like that. So I actually think the second printings are better than the first. This is one called Hairball from Matt Kent and Tyler Jenkins. I don't know an awful lot about it, I must be honest. But Dark Horse Comics, it seems to be Flux House, which is Matt Kent's sort of separate imprint. So new number 1 there. We have new issue of Kaya this week. So we're up to issue 8. Wes Craig continuing his awesome adventure title. Keen Spawn, new issue this week. We're up to issue 22. I mean, these Spawn titles, they just get pumped out, so they do. Between Keen Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, Spawn the Scorch, and the main Spawn title, there's pretty much a Spawn title every week. New issue of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers this week. Melissa Fumero continuing to write, Melissa Fumero is, I think she's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Anyway, Melissa Flores is the artist on this, or writer on this. Marco Rena on art for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We have The Neighbours, issue 3. This has been quite a cool, creepy title from Boom Studios. I got top-ups this week of Something Epic, which has been a title that has been doing really well as well. Simon Kutransky, both writing and drawing this. We have a comic out this week for Street Fighter. So Street Fighter 6, 48 pager, no less. Brand new number 1, which is being released from Udon Entertainment in anticipation of the new game. We have Time Before Time, so we're continuing on with Declan Shelby's Looper meets Saga. Roy McConville and Declan Shelby's Time Before Time. We have Vampirella versus the Superpowers. Starting to get a few more of the Dynamite titles, and we do get requests for it. So we'll try the number 1s and see how they go. And then a new issue this week of Vanish as well, from Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman. So that's single issue wise. What about trades? So as I say, there was a bunch of trades missing. They're obviously falling out of this box. I don't know. We'll maybe do another show if I get that delivery later in the week. But more than likely it'll be next week, knowing what time they're like. But anyway, I'll go through what we do have. So first of all, we have Star Wars. We're up to volume 5 now of the Charles Soule new volume there. So it's called The Path to Victory. So this is Star Wars 26 to 30. We move on from there, and we have we have Immortal X-Men this week, which is volume 2 of Immortal X-Men. Kieran Gillen, of course, continuing his work here. This contains Immortal X-Men 7 to 10. We have a new one from Image Comics from HS TAC, which is called Hitomi, which is a samurai book. This is a 5-issue miniseries, I believe. Another cool one, I enjoyed this myself, I've been reading it in single issues, is Briar. This is from Christopher Campbell and Germain Garcia. Basically, what if Sleeping Beauty had never got her happily ever after and had to save herself instead. Pretty cool, more adult take on fairy tale stuff, but really, really strong, really good art as well. Batman Urban Legends Volume 5, which I believe is the second to last volume of Urban Legends. This contains issues 18 to 23. We have a new Epic collection in this week, which is sure to sell well. Amazing Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. So this contains your Amazing Spider-Man, your Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Spider-Man Punisher Sabretooth, and material from Spider-Man Unlimited as well. So Venom, Carnage, Spider-Man, the good stuff. Walking Dead, pretty big on the agenda this week. So first 2 volumes back in stock of the smaller trades. These are always your 6-issue story arcs, so Days Gone By and Miles Behind Us. We also got back in stock all of Sandman. So we have volume 4, volume 3, volume 2, and volume 1. Certain classics, just you have to get them back in stock. As soon as they sell out, they have to be reordered. That's also true with Invincible. So again, getting back in stock, volume 1. These are the Ultimate Collections, which always contain 13 to 14 issues or so. And I'm continuing to build them along the Image section. So the next volume that we had to order in was volume 7. So again, this gets you as far as 71 to 84. And then a few other graphic novels just to the side here. So again, it's a big emphasis on Walking Dead this week. If you prefer the compendiums, we've got the whole run in stock this week. I've brought it in a wee bit less than retail price as well. Retail's usually around 55, 56. We've got them all for £50 a volume, which essentially works out to nearly £1 an issue, which you really can't go wrong with. So volume 1 is issues 1 to 48. Then you have 49 to 96, volume 2. You have 97 to 144, volume 3. And we finish off with volume 4, 145 to 193, which brings you all the way to the end. So if you want to read The Walking Dead, and why wouldn't you? It's one of the greatest things ever committed to comics. There's the entire kit and caboodle right there. And then a few other graphic novels. I say that's the whole kit and caboodle, but you've also 2 tie-in books. You've got Here's Negan, which of course is the origin story for everybody's favorite bat-wielding psychopath. And then you also have The Walking Dead, The Alien, which was written by Brian K. Vaughan and Marcus Martin. And it is set in Barcelona, and it's to do with a family member from one of the core cast of The Walking Dead. And then just a couple of other ones to finish off with. We have from Brian Lee O'Malley, we have Seconds. This is a graphic novel. It's from the creator of Scott Pilgrim. Really, really fun graphic novel. It's to do with the love of food and people wanting to be a chef and so forth. I really, really enjoyed that. I remember buying that for Vicky years ago. We have a rather interesting one here called Upgrade Soul. This is a collector's edition, a graphic novel by Ezra Clayton Daniels. Has a foreword by Darren Aronofsky, no less. But this was the winner of the Dwayne McDuffie Award for Diversity in Comics. Was nominated for Eisner's, Ringo Awards, Harvey, all sorts. So it's for their 45th anniversary, Hank and Molly Nonnar decide to undergo an experimental rejuvenation procedure, but their hopes for youth are dashed when the couple is faced with the results severely disfigured yet intellectually and physically superior duplicates of themselves. Can the original Hank and Molly coexist in the same world as their clones? In Upgrade Soul, creator Ezra Clayton Daniels asks probing questions about what shapes our identity. Is it the capability of our minds or the physicality of our bodies? Is it a newer, better version of yourself still you? This page-turning graphic novel follows the lives of Hank and Molly as they discover the harsh truth that only one version of themselves is fated to survive. So first time we've ever had this in, so always think it's good to go through the blurb with that. So yeah, lovely hardcover volume of that. And then we finish off with The Impending Blindness of Billy Scott. So this is by Zoe Thorogood, who's pretty much one of the fastest rising stars in the industry at the moment. Fantastically talented artist, and she both writes and draws this. And Billy Scott is an artist. Her debut gallery exhibition opens in a few months. Within the fortnight, she'll be completely blind. You've got blurbs in the back from Declan Shelby, Kieran Gillen. Very much a talent to watch, and I love the oversized nature of this. It allows the art to shine a little bit more. So yeah, all new in this week. As I say, I had other stuff ordered, just didn't arrive. So it is what it is. But again, just to reiterate, no Marvel single issues this week, no IDW single issues this week. Everything else is done. Pull lists are done. They're complete with what has arrived in. Again, if you have a pull list with us and you haven't been in a while, if you still want it, can you please call in? If you don't, can you get in touch? Again, I don't like pulling out pull lists and then someone coming in a day or two later, full of apologies and sorry I haven't been in a while, and then I feel bad because I've taken them out. But there are some of them going on 4 or 5 months at this point, so maybe I do need to have a look through them. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. As I say, I hope you enjoyed my slow descent into madness dealing with Diamond Comic Suppliers. I'll throw up a little image very quickly at the end just for a bit of fun. An artist, regular of the store, did this, and it depicts it's a nice homage cover to a very classic comic cover, but in its place is me and Smashing Up Diamond. But I'll put that up right now, so you can have a good laugh at that. Anyway, have a good week, guys. I'll look forward to seeing you in the store hopefully soon, and take it easy.